Chicken! Weapons still there! Chicken! No function! No function! Gosh, rabbit! Weapons down! Chicken! Oh! Goddamn weapon! Gives Jerry. Oh, Sandy. Ah. God damn it! Index. We got a lot of problems with these magazines. What's the problem with these magazines? They suck. They got a lot of sand in it. Completely just loses its springiness. Freaking piece of crap.
It's a piece of crap, it doesn't work.
What's going on, guys? This is Specialist on Steadfast Courage. Welcome back. It's been a long time since I made a video about equipment. Today we're going to go over this piece of equipment called Elite Tactic Systems, or ETS for short. This magazine looks cool. You can see through it. You can see exactly how much ammo you have in each magazine. This one has about 15 rounds in it. But today, should you buy these? Today, if you saw this at a gun shop, or you went online and you saw these, should you buy them? Well, the fact is they're like $10 a pop, each one of these magazines. And you're like, oh, sweet deal, $10 for a 30 round magazine. It's the same size as the Glock magazines, same capacity amount, but don't be fooled. Don't fall for the trick that I fell for, thinking, oh, you're gonna get a sweet deal, 30 round magazine for your AR-9. Hell no. Hell no. That's not exactly what you're gonna get. You're not gonna get a sweet deal, because these magazines suck. They have tendency to failure to feed all the time, every time. It has hardly any dust on it. I mean, this is like in mint condition. I pulled it out of the box. Practically brand spanking new, except for these ones. These ones I messed up on. There's a little plate underneath this right here when I was trying to fix these ones, because generally when you want to fix magazines, you take it out apart, pull the spring out, expand the spring, which shouldn't be an issue since it's a brand new freaking spring out of the box. So what I did was I pulled this off, this plate underneath. There's another plate underneath this plate that secures the spring onto this magazine, the plastic part, and hoping that I could clean it. I took this off, doused it with water, hoping that the water would clean it out. And I wasn't going to put any grease in here because I don't know if you've seen it in my other videos, but I don't just play willy-nilly in the real life situation training that I put myself through. I don't just go out there and stand around like some dingus and shoot. Actually crawl on the ground. We get down and dirty with it, with the earth. Moving! And when you're getting down and dirty with the earth, you get sand in your equipment. For example, there's some sand in here. Granted, sand can cause a lot of issues, but a little bit of dust doesn't hurt these Glock magazines. These are these Glock magazines that I got with the Glock name in mind, with everything Glock and Lock on these ones. I went name brand. They were about $40 a piece to buy these magazines. As you can see, I got like 9 of them, 1 on here and 2 in here. And with these Glock magazines, I haven't had no issues with them so far. But I haven't really trained that much with them. But so far, no issues. But these, first time I went out with them thinking, oh, I'm gonna train like I used to train in the Army with these things. The move to contact, react to contact, all kinds of jazz in these videos you'll see. And what I've got was failure to feed. So we got about 15 rounds in this one, and let me demonstrate. So what we got here is a close-up on the magazine, 15 round magazine. Now we're gonna pretend that we're feeding it through the AR9. Boom, boom, good. See, look right there. After round number 2, gone. Absolutely nothing. Look at that. Round falls right out. This is all kinds of jacked up. So the only way to fix that is hit it like so. So we're feeding. Look, another failure to feed. Spring's not functioning correctly. So you'll pull it out of the magazine, pull it out of the rifle, and hit it so the spring can function. Look, again, round number 2. This is not what you want with your training, or maybe with your training, but in the real world situation, if you want to use an AR9, I won't judge you, as your boogly weapon. So I'm reloading the magazine, one of the ones that I had here that wasn't compressed. There was nothing in the magazine for a very long time, and it's a little dusty. Yeah, has a little carbon buildup on top of the mag right there. And we're gonna load the full capacity magazine up to the 30 rounds. So I got about 28 in there, and I don't know if I can put 2 more in there because it's already been difficult. 29, about 29 rounds in there. So ready? Let's see it. If I can get this first one out. Oh, already not functioning. Not functioning at all. Look at that. Boom, I gotta knock it just to make it work. Failure to feed. Failure to spring up. This magazine is just a complete failure. Boom, boom, look, finally functioning. Let's see what we can do. Look, another failure to spring up. Boom, 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 boom. Another failure to spring up. It's a freaking piece of crap.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Finally functions correctly. As I was thinking, maybe I put only 10 rounds in there. Like, ooh, smart guy, only put 10 rounds in there. Maybe it'll function correctly. If you're gonna just have magazines with 10, these are extended mags, 30 round magazines. If you're just gonna put like 15 rounds in there, you might as well go with these Glock mags. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, friend? You might as well go on Magazine Warehouse and get yourself a bunch of these Glock magazines. They hold about 17 rounds in the magazine, and you have no issues with feeding. Look, this magazine has been in my vest for a really long time. For a really long time. Look at this. boom, 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 boom. No failures at all. Look at that. Boom. Freaking solid, brother. How easy that was. This thing's been sitting in here. I've done battle drills with these in my pouch over here. But I've done battle drills with them, crawling on the dirt, playing in the dirt like an animal. No issues with feeding. I mean, go with these factory magazines before you buy these EST group magazines. They're friggin' piece of crap. I wouldn't recommend them to anybody. Or maybe there's a way to fix them, but why would you want to have to deal with fixing them when you bought them brand new? And you might as well drop some money on these magazines or these magazines. They're like $40 a piece for these extended mags, 31 round mags, and they work stellar. I'll let you know if they don't work stellar for me, and I'm gonna be really pissed if they don't, because I spent $40 freaking on each one of these magazines. And I got all these mags. I got a total of 9 of them. And I dropped some major penny on this, some major coin. Anyways, remember, your equipment sometimes, depending on the equipment, is only as good as the amount of money you put in them. I know sometimes I don't like to say that. Sometimes I like to say, make do with what you got. But in this case, get you killed, you'll live another day longer in a firefight with these ones. Alright, anyways, hope you guys liked the video. Make sure like, comment, subscribe to Steadfast Courage, and give me a little like, give me a little bit of loving. Anyways, remember, peace through fire superiority, vote Republican, speciously out. Remember, don't rely on these magazines to save your life, because they ain't gonna save your life.